Today, we explore the weird and fringe and wild speculations that are associated with the whereabouts of the Ark of the Covenant on this, our first episode of the Mr. Empty Conjecture Show. Okay, today we are doing something quite different. Unlike man and machine alerts, where we discuss new archaeological discoveries, the Mr. Empty Conjecture Show takes a controversial subject and evaluates all the hypotheses associated with that subject: the good, the bad, and the could be. In this episode, we are exploring the theories associated with the Ark of the Covenant and where it is today. We will briefly discuss each theory with its merits and weaknesses, and then assign it a rating of 1 to 10 dirty socks. 1 being a theory that is most probable, and 10 being the wackiest. The more dirty laundry, the less credible the theory. Okay. Our first theory for where the Ark of the Covenant is today is number 1, it was destroyed by Nebuchadnezzar II. This theory is the least sexy view, but probably the most likely. This view states that when the temple of the Lord was destroyed, the Babylonians took all the treasures of the temple back to Babylon, where the largest pieces were melted down for their metal content to pay their soldiers. This view is supported by one of the accounts found in the Talmud and is most likely given the standing height of the furnaces that we find in Daniel 3, which were used by the Babylonians to destroy sacred furniture to collect the precious metals. The downside of this view is that the Bible is silent about the final fate of the Ark of the Covenant. So any view of the Ark's whereabouts will require some speculation. This view also reconciles the alternative Talmud account, which states that the Ark is under the Temple Mount as an ecstatic vision. This view earns the rating of 1 dirty sock. Our next view suggests that the Ark of the Covenant is near Jerusalem in Jeremiah's cave. There is a suggestion that upon the death of King Josiah, the prophet Jeremiah and Israelite priests smuggled the Ark out of the temple and placed it into a cave or tomb at an unknown location. The idea for this comes from the book of Maccabees, which states that Jeremiah, quote, being warned by God, end quote, before the Babylonian invasion, took the ark, the tabernacle, and the altar of incense and buried them in a cave. This view has some textual support from the book of Maccabees, but this account is very late. Moreover, this account is from the Apocrypha and is more likely legend than true history. This view receives 3 dirty socks. Our next view of the whereabouts of the Ark of the Covenant suggests that it is located in Jerusalem under the Temple Mount. In some respects, this view is an extension of the previous view. The idea is that the cave Jeremiah hid the ark in was under the Temple Mount. Now, the Talmud mentions one of 2 possible fates for the ark. It was either destroyed by Nebuchadnezzar, or it was hidden under the Temple Mount. That latter possibility was championed by two Jewish rabbis, Yehuda Getz and Shlomo Goren. They even attempted an unauthorized dig at the Temple Mount until they were shut down by the Israeli Antiquities Authority and the Jerusalem Islamic Waqf, which acts as the Islamic custodian for the Temple Mount. There is some evidence for this view, but the Talmud is an unreliable source for history, and this view does not reconcile the alternative view that is found in the Talmud itself. This view gets 4 dirty socks. Our next view suggests that the Ark of the Covenant is located somewhere in the Hill of Tara in Ireland. Tara is an ancient Irish city in County Meath. It is a real archaeological site that dates from the Neolithic period until the Iron Age, and is believed to be the inauguration place and seat of the High Kings of Ireland. In the 19th century, British Israelites vandalized the site, doing untold damage to the archaeology of the area from 1899 to 1902. They believed that the Ark of the Covenant was located within the Hill of Tara. They believed that the Freemasons, with whom the British Israelites were loosely associated, moved the Ark of the Covenant from Jerusalem to Ireland sometime during the Crusades. This hypothesis has no merit, and it is also boring, so it receives 30 socks. Our next view for the possible location of the Ark of the Covenant is in Ethiopia at the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion. The idea here is that when Solomon was visited by the Queen of Sheba, they had a torrid love affair. The son of their union returned to Jerusalem with a fake ark. This son makes a switcheroo and returned to Ethiopia with the original Ark of the Covenant. The real Ark of the Covenant, then, is believed to be housed in the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion, under constant guard where outsiders were never permitted to see it. The merit of this claim is that it is supported by a 13th century AD document, and it is a lurid tale of exotic locations, illegitimate love affairs, secret treasures, and burly guards armed with swords. But the view is denied by 2 Chronicles 35:3, where Josiah commands the ark to be returned to the temple. Also, the Ethiopian, quote, ark has been seen by Western eyes. In 1941, Edward Uhlendorf, a British Army officer, saw the Ethiopian Ark in the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion immediately after Ethiopia was liberated from the fascist Italians. Uhlendorf went on to become a professor at the University of London's School of Oriental and African Studies. In a 1992 LA Times interview, Uhlendorf describes the Ark as a, quote, middle to late medieval construction when these were fabricated ad hoc, end quote. Many of these chest replicas, also called teba, exist in churches all across Ethiopia. Overall, this theory gets 7 dirty socks. Our sixth hypothesis for the location of the Ark of the Covenant places the Ark in Jerusalem under Golgotha. This inventive theory was concocted by Ron Wyatt. He believed that the Ark was under the site of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. He stated that when Christ was crucified, the blood of the Messiah seeped down the cross, penetrating into the soil then touched the skull of Adam, and then finally dripped onto the mercy seat of the Ark of the Covenant. The merit to this view is that it is incredibly imaginative. It has angels and ecstatic religious visions. He recounts that he entered into a cave under the crucifixion site of Jesus, where he saw the Ark of the Covenant, the menorah, and other holy objects, all of which were guarded by angels that helped him lift off the 900-pound lid of the ark, where he then reached into the ark and pulled out the 2 stone tablets of the 10 Commandments. Unfortunately, the more Wyatt told the tale, the more fabulous it got, and he was caught in several bold-faced lies. This view receives 7 dirty socks. Our next view places the Ark of the Covenant in Oak Island, Canada. Yes, you heard that right. Canada. Oak Island is an island in Nova Scotia that had been used by pirates. The theory is that the Knights Templar used the Oak Island as a place to hide treasures that they took from the Holy Land, including the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant. Now, 3 links of gold chain, porcelain dishware, and a piece of parchment have been found at Oak Island. This has fueled speculation that treasure was being hid in the so-called, quote, money pit, end quote. This theory has pirates, Templar Knights, and buried treasure, so it has a real cool factor to it. However, the theory has little to no historical merit, for the reason that there is nothing that connects Oak Island to the Templars in any real way. This view gets 8 dirty socks! Our penultimate theory on the Ark of the Covenant suggests that the Ark is located at Mount Tsurugi in Japan. Mount Tsurugi is a 1,955-meter mountain on the island of Shikoku in the Tokushima Prefecture of Japan. It is an island that is steeped in local legend and lore. The mountain is famous as a center for Shugendo, a Japanese folk religion based upon mountain worship. It is a site that is well known for being sacred and is home to several shrines. And it is also a proposed location for the Ark of the Covenant. The idea that the Ark was brought to Mount Tsurugi was proposed by a literary scholar, Masanori Takane, who lived from 1883 to 1959. He thought that there were striking parallels between the Bible and Kojiki, the record of ancient matters, an 8th century AD collection of myths concerning the origins of the Japanese islands and the Shinto kami, which are spirits. Because of these parallels, Takane concluded that the Ark was buried near the peak of Mount Tsurugi. In 1936, Takane gathered archaeologists to excavate at Mount Tsurugi. During his 3-year excavation, he found stone artifacts, paving stones, a brick arch, and evidence of tunnels. In 1952, Isuke Yamamoto continued Takane's work, finding badly decomposed mummies and evidence of marble corridors. In 1964, the Japanese government gave Mount Tsurugi recognized status as a park, which brought all further archaeological activities to a halt. This theory locates the Ark in a very exotic location, However, the theory is based upon the thinnest of literary evidence. Nothing from the archaeological evidence suggests any connection to ancient Israel, and it remains little more than a pipe dream. This view earns 9 dirty socks! Our final theory regarding the whereabouts of the Ark of the Covenant proposes that the Ark is today located in heaven. I kid you not, this is an actual theory concerning the whereabouts of the Ark of the Covenant that still makes the rounds from time to time. The idea was proposed by Henry Morris, who was a famous creationist, co-founder of the Institute for Creation Research, and co-author of The Genesis Flood, a book that hyped up young Earth creationist beliefs in the 1960s. Morris maintained for many years that the Ark of the Covenant was assumed into heaven. He proposed that because an ark appears in the celestial temple in Revelation 11:19, the physical Ark of the Covenant must have been taken up into heaven in the same way as the body of Jesus ascended into heaven. This theory has also seen a recent resurgence among conservative Roman Catholics following the 1950 canonization of the Fourth Marian dogma, the bodily assumption of Mary. The idea is that man cannot destroy what God consecrated. Therefore, neither the ark nor Mary could be destroyed or die, but were assumed directly into heaven. While this hypothesis still has its admirers, it is generally rejected by most scholars and even by most creationists. There is little warrant to explain why the ark would still be relevant in a post-resurrection world, or why God would need to transport the Ark of the Covenant into heaven, or why the ark could not be destroyed even though the temple, which was also consecrated, was destroyed by Nebuchadnezzar. This is why our final hypothesis receives 10 dirty socks! So this completes our selection of 9 provocative views surrounding the whereabouts of the Ark of the Covenant. The good, the bad, and the could be. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you learned something and enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time on Ancient Egypt and the Bible.